going lower. However, there's also this to consider, the fact that we are, excuse me, right in the middle. Well, no, actually we already closed. We closed the candle below it. Hmm.
OBS is the worst. It seems like it just crashed. I just
Oh
tried to
no.
restart it. I hope this like saved the thing. If
Yeah, the
not,
last.
whatever. If not, whatever. We didn't do nothing crazy today, but still, I just tried to start it again. Um,
Okay, so this kind of threw me off now that I look to the left, right? So we have this big fair value gap that has buy orders in it, right? And we hung out within that, touching in that fair value gap on Thursday
right.
while we were inside, and then shot up today. But then earlier we closed a candle below that fair value gap, which to me is a hint that we're going to the downside. And even more of a hint is that we created these three fair value gaps to the downside. We touched one
Hey, bring me
with our
outside.
sell orders
Bring me
and
outside.
rejected it. So I think potentially we could keep going down, but the fact that we're coming into like BISI territory, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency on the higher time frames
Yeah.
is definitely going to give me pause about this down move being like a long-term thing. Hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because you see right here we have a big BISI, or a big fair value gap on the daily.
So buy
But
side
we but we came
imbalance.
to it.
Buy side imbalance. Sell side inefficiency.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's to the upside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's inefficient sell side because it's a huge momentum candle
To the upside.
where
Yeah.
the delivery to the sell side was not sufficient because this wick is not overlapping with this wick,
Right.
right? If the delivery was sufficient, then it would have looked more like this. The price action would have looked more like this or like this, right? So this candle went up, and then this candle came down, and then this candle came down, and then continued.
Took out the
Well,
top.
this was
Yeah.
the busy candle, but you see what I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm.
Like the wicks are overlapping, so there's no buy orders left here. They
Right.
were all picked up.
For them to come and use, basically.
Hmm?
For them to come and use, basically. I've been looking at it like, I gotta look at it like kind of some gameish figure. So it's like they're
Yeah,
going to gas stations. And the
yeah,
only way you know where there's the gas stations are that might have gas left is if they have that space bar. I call it the space bar.
yeah.
So it's like I'm waiting for that dip now. And did they fill up the tank? Let's see. Boom, we should get the explosion. Or
Right. And that's what I was thinking when we came out of here on ES the week before, right? That last week of March. And I was like, oh, okay, we're leaving the fair value gap. So now we're going for higher highs, which we did, of course, on ES. But now look, it's like we're dipping back, we're coming back to the same gas station. Like, why? Like,
right.
why are we go? Like they must have the snacks you wanted and
It must.
find it anywhere else.
They got those nerds us the circle
Yeah,
ones.
like you was high and you just needed the right snack, like
Uh,
just the right snack.
yeah, because they keep just come now. They just dip back, and it's like they're trying to push it out. Like, no, we don't got no more gas. They're like, nah, we're gonna go down there and check ourselves. I think.
Well, so this is what's making me think that we're gonna keep going down. Like, just why would they come back here? Why come back into the range? But it could be because we are starting a new quarter, starting a new month, starting a new week. Like all of these candles look the same,
Right.
right? So the daily candle, the weekly candle, the monthly
It doesn't even
candle.
look like you switched. I was like,
They're all identical because I mean that's where we are until we start getting into like next week and next month, like they're going to start uncoupling from each other, like the way the candles look on the chart are going to start to look different, but for now they're just going to look the same, like all this week they're just going to look the same.
listen.
Well, except the daily, that's going to change,
Yeah,
but
as long as we get it on the right way, and for me, what I'm seeing is, um, I know sometimes you draw the trend line. I would say try to draw the trend lines as much as possible this week because as soon as you get the new extreme, then watch out for us to be turning around. Because that's all we did today, too. We kind of chopped around a little bit, but then we just kept reversing. New extreme, reverse. Again, our reverse. We just kept doing it like so abruptly, too.
right, because here was the first new extreme of the day, right?
Right, and then we just, all right, say less. Like you can't even anticipate that for real. That's a
And
big
then
drop.
this was the second new extreme of the day,
Right.
and then it just went up. Well, not masterfully up, but it was
And
okay,
that's
I
that's
guess.
that hour candle flip I was talking about. That yellow candle with the one. Yeah, that was
Hmm.
that savage flip you got in on. That was nice. I'll be looking for those so much. Hey, I'll be looking for those so much. Don't hit yourself now.
Well, I'm definitely looking to see how this week finishes. If we finish a one on the week on the NASDAQ, then I'm gonna definitely be looking for what happens next week.
Yeah. Ah man.
And if we don't break on Monday, then I'm looking for a break on Tuesday.
Yeah. I just want us to, like we said, start some trend, keep going down. I know the OBS froze, so for anybody or whatever, we'll do a little recap. So we were saying we were looking for the accumulation to end, but now, dun dun dun, the accumulation might be starting. But we're
Yeah, so
hoping it's still going
get back
down
to
though.
this chart. It becomes a little bit more apparent when you're looking at this chart because
Yeah.
I have stuff on my other chart.
And the weekly chart looks like that's just a straight continuation, which
It
is
does.
which is an X. And now, literally starting, I guess, Thursday, we've had now that ranging activity, and today is literally that so far. I mean, we're still on the weekly chart, but today is
Well, it
basically that.
wasn't just Thursday that it was ranging. All last week it was ranging because it's a one candle.
Yeah.
It didn't break the high or the low of the last candle, right? So if we stay a one, is what I was saying is if we stay a one, then I'm looking to get in on the up, when it breaks this consolidation to the upside or to the downside.
You're trying to. So, are you just saying you're gonna get in on whichever direction, or you have a
Yeah,
direction in mind? Okay, so
no,
what
whichever direction
it
it
breaks?
should.
Yeah.
So if it breaks the consolidation to the upside and is going for this high, the high of this green candle right here,
Right.
is the monthly high, the quarterly high, the stuff that hasn't broken yet on the NASDAQ. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Right.
But if it goes to the downside, I can see it going like considerably lower.
Yeah, but once it breaks whichever side, we're looking for it to be heavy. Shouldn't be weak, like
Right,
what's been happening right now. All those plays have been weak. We break,
right.
um, and like I said, for today, are you calling today in total X day, or are you calling it accumulation day?
Wait, let me look at the hour.
'Cause the day in total is crazy.
You said, am I calling today an X day?
Yeah, like
Uh,
the overall day.
you know what? To me, compared to this right here, because if I'm looking at this as the last quarter of the day on Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would call this an X.
I would say accumulation, right?
Yeah, because it went boom, boom.
Right. It got both sides, and that's what I mean about the candle for today. It's like, to me, the candle is an accumulative, manipulative candle. Like, they mixed both the things right there. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, right?
Right, which is why it's a three candle because it took out both the high and the low of the day on Thursday.
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Crazy. Yeah, I would call it an accumulation candle.
So, yeah, let's do it then.
Because Thursday didn't do anything.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're expecting some manipulation, and as Coach Amy said, we're mostly going for that low. So 18,353 definitely looked like a low down there. That's what I'll be looking for.
There was 18,353
Let's see.
right here.
Yeah,
Oh, well, this
78.
is at 378.
Yep, like around there. I'm looking for that target. Do it to him. Do it to him.
Either that or this, or 709.
Hold on, I'm writing this down.
And maybe not necessarily for the day, but I want to see this either get broken this week, or if it doesn't break this week, I'm looking for a break of it next week.
Yeah, so we got both of those sides right. This is NQ.
Yeah,
All right, so we got,
this is the continuous chart.
yeah, so 18,709 or
But also keep
18,378.
good.
What do you
I
think
mean,
about the ES?
I already showed this to you already, but Pete, that's our daily fair value gap that should have the buy orders that push us back up. So we'll see what happens with that. You want me to look at ES?
Yeah. Let's see if we mark out these same levels.
So ES, we got 52.63. And we already beat the high, so we would just be beating the high of yesterday
Right.
or today, whatever you want to call it, which is 53.33.50.
53. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use the shit out of these opens tomorrow. These true opens. Just like
Yeah.
today. Um what do you see on your chart? Let me ask you this right real quick. Because I see it, but I'm like, I don't know. What do you see on your chart on the, where is it? Hold on the NQ, right? At like 931, 932. Tell me what you see there and what would help you to, let's say you have a long bias when you're looking at that. So yeah, this is what, 30, yeah, 31, 32. Because today I was like, man, okay, we're below all the true opens. We made a new extreme, and then we basically made like a higher low, and I was like, oh. I'm thinking to myself, like, if we had a better signal bar here, not so big, directly right into the 21, I would have tried that. But I get burned on that a little bit, but I'm still trying it because I know when I get the reversal, it's going to be a way bigger, reward than the risk.
Okay, so there's the true open, right, for New York.
Okay. And then
So you're talking about this candle right here?
I guess you're on the 5 minute. Yeah, I'm on the, and this is
Minute.
NQ, right? Yeah, and I was on the 2K, so I'm thinking like I maybe gotta start switching to this 1 minute for some entries.
I mean, if you look at the 1 minute, like,
Yeah, you see that? You see that bar right there? So the little green bar. So basically, on my NQ chart, that's not how we look at all. All right. Yeah. So, what do you think would help you right there? You're just going off the higher low and the test off this little support area.
so let me go back to a higher time frame chart because I would base this off of several factors. Where are we? Like, where am I? Okay, I would base this off of several factors, right? So, where does the day start? The day starts here, right? On this right here.
Uh-huh.
So we got our, wait, let me do these first. Sorry.
No, you're good. Take your time.
Midnight. Midnight is right there. That's London. New York starts right there, right? Off afternoon. All right, so we got our Asian low. We got our Asian high.
Oh, rude awakening. That was crazy. I was expecting more continuation at the open, but nope, it was right back down after IS. Yep.
Asian open.
I guess maybe it's the news. Someone was saying like maybe it was the news that just yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah,
the news just speeded up, but yeah.
not news on Mondays. So the fact that there was news at 10 o'clock, I feel like definitely enhanced the move that happened
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock
Yeah,
for
rude
sure.
awakening. You are probably right. Good point.
Let's see, 1:30 is here. So there's the approximate true open. I don't know if that's true, yeah. Maybe. I don't know if it's stuck to the wick.
Yeah, this is kind of like what I have to do on TradeStation. I have to like do like a roundabout. It doesn't like let me put it exactly.
But like right here, right, if we're looking at New York, and remember what I said earlier about us not breaking the high,
Yeah,
New York did not break the high at first.
right.
Like break the high of London, and it was still continuing this London move, right? Because we came into this fair value gap. If I'm looking at the 15-minute chart, I can see it, the fair value gap clearly. Do you see it? It's right here.
Right. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Little space bar. The red one, right?
Yeah, the space bar,
Mm-hmm.
correct. And so this could have been your entry short,
Right.
like in the early part of the New York session. Um, and you could have wrote it to the Asian low. That would have been a safe place to get out. Um, but you're talking about where the open was.
Yeah, so
Um,
basically that green candle, the green hammer, the second one at the bottom, yeah, it looks like it's kind of like that. Um, hold on.
I'm
Before
gonna
you,
go back.
yeah. Be,
You gave me a specific time, and I kind of.
yeah, 9:30, 9:31. Hold on. Before you even go back, let me show you something. Let me show you this real quick. Why I'm asking. Because it was so confusing to me. Alright, so you see this real quick? See this little area here?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm already on the thing, so I'm like X, this is going to be A, this is manipulation. So for me, the manipulation, I'm seeing when there's manipulation, the trend line rule is really in play. For
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason, in during that time, when there's a manipulation phase, it's really, really in play, right? So now
Right.
I was looking for break. I was even thinking about going long here. But you know me and the red bar, even to go long, I'm not at the EMA, I'm not at nothing. I'm like, probably not, right? But I'm definitely interested in this one right here. But then when we make this basically higher low, I just like something was just telling me like I think we should go long here, and I'd be trying to check out what these thoughts are relating to. Is it relating to that because I'm seeing the rate of the liquidity, and then I'm thinking at the same time I'm looking and we're below all the true opens. You see what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
this is exactly what plays out. Now I didn't do it because look, by the time I'm gonna do it, I'm going right long into my EMA, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. So is like, do I just take this little risk right here from like basically enter at 86 and put a stop loss at like 82? That's like 4 points. Do you just take that risk on this signal bar? You see that signal bar? It's like, to me it's terrible, right? We got just a wick here, right? The body's at the bottom, but at the same time, like I said, is this one of these places I'd be wondering, is this where the context is, beating everything else? Because you're looking at this little support area. You could say all of this, right? Because we bounced here, we bounced at this bottom. I just don't know what to think. So that's why I kind of wanted to show you that real quick while you're looking at what we're going to look at. This is why I'm asking. Because even before this whole move happened, and it's easier to look back in hindsight, but before the whole move happened, I'm like, we should go long here, you know? So, yeah.
I don't know why this is not hitting right. Give me a second.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to do something, but there it goes. Okay. I'm just trying to look to the left and see, because I always look to the left. Always, 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 always.
Yeah.
I always look to the left to see what we're hitting. Like, what is it that we came into that made us like turn around at that point?
It's like we
Or make,
came into the gap. We came into the gap of the day. And then
yeah,
we just bounced out. We just bounced out because there's the gap up.
totally. But I'm looking to the left and I'm like, what made us bounce out of that gap?
Right. And you see, I'm like, is this just like, these are just instinctual trades? You could easily get roasted, or like just ignore these thoughts.
Okay, I'm going back to New York, going back to 931. Okay. Okay. So it looks like, okay. So here's what I see, just because I can't make sense of anything else to the left.
Right.
Because, like you said, we came into the gap and then totally bounced out of it. But if I go to the left, this is the 1 minute chart. If I go to the left considerably, if I go to Thursday, there's like nothing here. There
Right.
is a fair value gap right here, but this has sell orders in it.
So do they just take that
So why
liquidity?
So why would that make us go higher? That's why I'm like, that doesn't really make sense, right? If I look at it that way. They're
Right.
sell orders. Why would it make us go higher?
Okay, good. I just
But
want to know, at least I'm not the only one that's like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. I wonder if I was missing something because I'm like,
if I look here, this leg down
yeah,
right here, this leg down right here, trying to get it boxed in. This little two leg down is an order block
they come
in an
back and bounce.
upside move.
Right.
So if you didn't catch that at, that the development of that at what was it, 919, 920, if you didn't catch that, then you wouldn't have known that was an entry into this upside move. Because
Right.
that is the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because looking to the left and where we hit and bounced out of the gap without filling it, like it didn't make sense.
Yeah. That's the only thing to me. Like I was like, I'm missing some type of fair value gap, or I'm just missing something.
It's an order block from
Yeah.
what I can see.
Right.
Right. So if we're looking at the body of this, we hit it exactly.
So, so on my chart we have that red hammer, and then 1, 2, 3 green bars up. So do you think the start of that first green bar is an order block on mine? Base.
The start of the first green bar.
Yes, because I have a red bar, right, that made the new
Yeah,
extreme.
yeah, yeah. You mean the hit into the order block
Yeah.
or
So
is the
like,
order block?
yeah,
No. So the the red candle that you wouldn't use as your signal bar is what is the entry.
huh.
Isn't that the 931 candle?
No, no, the 931 is that basically the little red signal bar with the wick
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
So you're saying that's
yeah.
the entry.
Mhm.
Mm, yeah. I guess I would just skip that one because the only way to get in on that is to get in on an engulfing bar.
Right, but you still could have, like at that point, you could have gotten in on the 932 candle.
Yeah, with the big green, exactly. So I'm like, if I is it either I skip it or I'm just gonna, as soon as I see some green start to push, you just gotta get in.
Or another thing you could have used is you could have used these fair value gaps right here to the left. So if I'm on the 1 minute chart and I have this fair value gap to the left, once this candle closed above it, that was my entry. That would have been my entry right there.
Go along again, okay.
Long.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to start using this 1 minute chart, or
Right.
if I don't like the 1 minute, the 3 minute for my entries.
And then pop out at the open,
Yep.
either or Asian. If you hopped out at the Asian Open, that's a three, what is it? Three risk to reward.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was crazy today for me.
79 points from just from here. But if you had gotten in at the inception of the move, then I mean, for me, I probably wouldn't have gotten in on that either.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't see it, but I was just like, oh. And then it's obviously again the worst when you're like, you have a hunch, and it's not really your strategy, but it's like a hunch, and then you don't go it, then it works, you know.
Yeah. But
Um,
if you see a fair value gap that gets closed above, then you know that um a break of market structure is happening and it's shifting.
yeah, I think I'm gonna give that one again to the context over signal bar or even type of entry. You're just really banking on it pulling back to these true opens. That's all you would be thinking.
Hmm. Yep. I don't know why like certain levels are the pull, but
Yeah.
those open definitely get price for sure.
100% all day today. All day today, even though we went up and down, we went down, we cleared them out. We came back up, we cleared them out, and then we just kept using them as stairs today. That's what I'm seeing. Climbing them
Dude,
or then sliding them down. I'm like, oh yeah, this thing is crazy. I
it's
mean,
like a Doji 3 candle
yeah,
on the back, but on ES it's not Doji. You see how big and fat that candle is?
mm-hmm, solid. Yeah,
That's why I'm like, I don't know, we might keep going down
I'm really,
because NASDAQ already is moving behind ES.
yeah, I'm not forcing it down tomorrow, but I'm gonna be looking for down tomorrow.
Right. I'm just gonna be looking
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because if it, like I said, if it doesn't break the week, I don't want to get into it anyway.
right.
Not, not for a trend move. Maybe like I'll get some little scalps in or whatever, but
No big like you're trying to hold for a big target or something.
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick to the ES on that note for these little small scalps or NQ 10-point scalp, and I'm out. That's the move. But yeah, hey, it's about to be 5. I know you got your thing.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
All right, like I said, good luck. You got this.
Thank
You got
you.
this. You got this. Yeah. And yeah, guys. So tune in again. We're gonna do this every Monday possible. And right
Yeah.
now we don't know, but we're gonna say, well, I'm gonna say, let's see if Coach Amy agrees that we're probably gonna be AMDX on the week. So let's see if that plays out after our roller coaster ride today.
We'll see.
Right. All right, yo. Later. Let me know how it goes. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Later. All right, guys. Later.